Hey, really quickly before this video gets started, I just wanted to throw in a couple of things here, and I'm going to try to talk fast so I don't draw this out too much. I had 2 or 3 different videos where I completely lost all the footage for, so I wanted to mention a few things that got mentioned in those videos. Number one, I have been wrestling again lately, and I also had 2 matches for ETWA. So my 3W matches are up here on this channel. The ETWA matches are on their channel. So I will link their channel in the description. You can go check out my matches there. I think I did pretty well. I got my ass kicked, that's for sure, but you know, who cares? That's part of the game. So those are up, and I wanted to mention that. Everybody go watch them. Let me know what you think about that. Comment on my videos, comment on theirs, whatever. I'll see it either way. And I also wanted to throw out that I'm going to be back to live streaming very, very soon. I have a capture card now, so there's going to be a lot more gaming I can do, because a lot of my gaming comes from consoles, and very little of it is from PC. So I'll still do the NASCAR streams and everything, but it's like I'll do like GTA gaming videos and maybe streams with my brothers, the show, MLB The Show with my older brother, you know, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing some stuff with my Switch. Might even do the new Mario Kart packs. Might review those. If you guys want to see that, just let me know down in the comments. You know, all sorts of fun stuff like that, and I'll do the NASCAR heat and all that fun stuff. I have a stand for my green screen coming in tomorrow because I can't really use it like this, and I don't have to use it. But in a room like this, it's just kind of hard. You'll see kind of what the room looks like a little more in the tour, which we are going to get to in just a minute. I just have one more last point. That didn't make sense. I have one last point that I want to make before we get started, and that is that episode number 2 of the podcast has come out, or is about to come out. It should be about to come out the day after this goes up, maybe 2 days. So check on that. Go to the podcast channel. You can see that. As soon as it's up, it will be set and scheduled. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, like, all that stuff. You know how it goes. Hit that like button. You know how all that stuff goes. Just get ready to see that, because there's going to be a few more episodes coming out, and there's a lot more videos coming out soon with my buddy Ezekiel Reacts. He's the one I did the podcast with, and we've got a lot of fun vlogs and challenge videos and stuff coming out within the coming months. We're not going to do it all at once. It's going to be drawn out, but expect that because it's going to be a lot of fun. So I need to stop rambling and let you guys watch the tour. Sorry that this got drawn out. I just wanted to make these couple of points that got completely lost with the other footage. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the apartment tour. Okay, so it's finally time to do my apartment tour. This is my 5th time re-recording this video on my 3rd, maybe 4th different camera, because they all want to give me trouble. So that's fun. But I'm right outside my door right now. Right here is the stairwell. But before we go in, I want to show you guys this. So I have this whole entry area here. I have a hookup for like a dryer if I wanted, which is pointless without a washer. But over here I have some cabinets. Wow, this is a lot closer. This camera is a lot more zoomed in on the lens than the last one was, but that was a wide angle. Anyways, I've got some storage space out here that could be like pantry for canned goods and stuff like that. But over here I have this. This is pretty cool. Out here I have my own little porch. And the second railing's up above it because the first one's kind of sketchy. But it's really nice out here, actually, and it's 3rd floor, so there's not like any wildlife up here, except for the occasional squirrel, which doesn't matter. They're not usually a problem, and it's still cold enough that they don't want to be around anyway. But I have I have outlets right there, so I have power, so that's cool. And I will be honest, mine is the worst porch, deck, balcony thing, whatever you want to call it, because the other two, for both the other 2 apartments in the building, have direct access from inside the apartment to the porch. So that one down there, I don't know if you can see it, but that one, zoom in faster camera, that one down there is my coworker's, who lives on the 2nd floor, and then his niece and her boyfriend live on the 1st. And he, even for being on the 2nd floor, just like how I'm on the 3rd, he doesn't have a barn door, like piece of crap wood door like that one over there. His is an actual door from inside the apartment, which is pretty nice. And I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous of that, but that's alright. But anyways, let's continue with this. Here we are coming inside. Got the boot tray. welcome mat, stuff like that to wipe your feet, and there's one on the outside too. And then I've got all this storage space over here, which I think is really nice. It's a weird thing to have behind the door because it's not really easy access until you close the door, but, you know, it is what it is. In here, I have my bathroom, obviously. I have my sort of fancy, kind of cheap dual shower head up there. And then I have my sliding bathroom door, or a shower door, which is awesome because, like, curtains are okay, but they're kind of meh, especially the ones we had at my parents' house in the bathroom that I showered in because they have two bathrooms. It was really bad. Like, the curtain was tearing off the rings, and it was really bad. And we never replaced it for some reason, but got my my fancy little, very little mirror here, but it's alright. It looks really big in the camera. Using my fancy Nikon P510 for this big bulky camera. It's alright, just doesn't hold the charge great. That's kind of the reason I kind of stopped using it. I also got a webcam, so that's why I don't use it when I'm not vlogging. But right here I've got my sink. It's like, I don't know how well you can tell, but it's like, I don't want to say marble or granite, but it's like a stone, like legit sink. It's really nice. I don't know, I'm horrible at describing this. Bathtub mats, as you saw. I have a toilet. Shocker, your bathroom has a toilet sometimes. Chimney over here. And we make our way now into the kitchen. And we'll start here. This is my furnace right here in this closet, which I initially thought was like shelves for like a pantry. But nope, it's my heat, and that radiator up there is the only one in the apartment, but it's really powerful, so it gets the job done. Plus, it's big, but it's not small, or it's big, but it's not like too big, so it doesn't take too much to heat up the place. But over here, I've got my gas stove. I have a pile of boxes to it. I know that's not safe, but I'm not using the stove at the moment. I would move those if I needed to. Those are all just extra boxes from all the stuff I've got. Brand new, some groceries, some appliances, stuff like that. And I should probably put them, I just realized this now, either up on that shelf or just behind the door in that little closeted area. But, oh well. But over here I have my kitchen table. I only have 3 chairs, there's 4 chairs and a bench. I have the other chair is with one of my desks, because I have multiple. And the bench is currently where my couch would be, because my couch is not here yet, because I'm getting it from my cousin, and he has to go get it from a place up about 45 minutes away from where I live. And he's a really busy guy. He's a business owner, so I'm kind of just giving him his time to do that. I don't really need it, but I have my hairbrush there. As you can see there, I got my trash and my recycling. And here we've got the fridge and freezer. As you can see, the freezer fully stocked. I found these Red Baron pizza melts is what they're called. It's like a sandwich pizza, like grilled cheese, whatever. I don't know, but it's cool. I found it at Walmart, and I was like, I'm going to buy it. Got chicken nuggets behind there. Got filet of fish still for meals, or fish fillet, sorry. Can you tell I eat McDonald's? Giant bag of pizza rolls. I'd show it to you, but I took it out to show my brother the other day, and it took me 5 minutes to get it back in because of how overstuffed this freezer is. But I've got some tortellini, I've got some ravioli in there, Eggo waffles, I have some breakfast burritos in that yellow bag. Oh, my lens cover just hit my fridge. Hot Pockets, sliders, taquitos, frozen lean cuisine meals, bagel bites, you can see there. I got French toast sticks, more chicken, sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, stuff like that. Because you gotta have the essentials, and that's not necessarily essentials, but it's comfort food, so gotta have that. And here I've got my sodas, my juices, and my milk, condiments, maple syrup, because I'm from Vermont, pickles, gotta have those, yogurt, lunch meat down there, cheese. I have little guacamole cups for some tortilla chips, because, you know, why not? It's a nice little snack. And I've got some baby carrots down there, bag of apples as well, which is fun. Never bad to have fruits and veggies, especially when you live off of frozen meals. But over here, I have my dish drainer with some dishes in it. Normally it's pushed against the wall, and the mat, whatever, the towel won't be there. But I just did dishes yesterday, and I haven't put them back in the cupboard yet because they were drying off overnight. So that's why that's still out. But up here, I've got cups, bowls, and then over here I've got mugs and plates. Peep the Minion mug, thanks Grammy. I have my fancy little air fryer. It's just a 2-quart, nothing crazy because that's all I need. My microwave, it's an Amazon Basics microwave, and as you can see right here, maybe because the lighting's not very good, it works with your Echo, with your Alexa. I don't have either of mine set up because I did get a new one, plus I have my old one. But that's really cool. I can literally use my Alexa to cook my food. Kind of a weird flex, but hey, whatever. But then I've got my butcher block, knife block, whatever you want to call it there. My janky ass light up there. And up here I have my soups and my canned veggies. And I've got some almonds, some peanut butter. And over here, shocker, my first apartment, I have a giant stack of ramen that could be bigger, but I spent way too much money that day, so I had to stop at a certain point. Over here, paper towels. Just got my, keys, knife, Swiss Army knife, wallet, stuff goes right there. And my Keurig 2.0. This thing's really cool. I just got this the other day. I actually have a second Keurig, and it's down here. It was used, and it was free, and it was really dirty. And I cleaned it, and they say to clean it with vinegar. Well, now I can't get the vinegar smell out, and I don't want to run it through 100 cycles to get it out. So, it was just easier to just get this one, because my coworker was actually getting rid of this one. He had it downstairs in his apartment. So I was like, I'll take it. And I'm really glad that I got that one, because that one's way better. But up here, in these cupboards, I got Fig Newtons, strawberry, gotta have those. Some SpaghettiOs back there. I've got pasta, mini donuts. I got Cliff Kids Z-Bars, or whatever they call them. I think that's like the official name. I used to get those at daycare when I was a kid, and those things are awesome, and I haven't seen them in years. Walmart had them, so I was like, okay, I'm going to buy them. Coffee, caramel vanilla cream, that's my favorite one. Cereals, Cheez-Its, and then up there we have chips. And down here I've got my pots and pan set and my colander, because I make a lot of pasta, and I'm still getting used to seeing everything being empty, because like my mom's pots and pans cupboard is full, completely full, but she's had time to like get different, like multiple sets of pots and pans, and brownie tins or mac and cheese tins or whatever you would call it for like a baked mac and cheese. So her stuff is like stacked all the way up in the cabinet. Mine is not. Then over here in the corner by the microwave, I have washcloths in here. Actually, I think I also now have my pot holders and stuff. Down here we've got trash bags. And then in here, I've got my silverware, my cooking spoons, kind of hard to see on camera. And then back there I've got my can opener, because not everything's an easy top can, unfortunately. Then you go up these steps, or really just up the step, into my living room. And right here I have a closet that extends all the way, I don't know how well you can see it, but it extends all the way to the wall, so it's pretty deep. And I just have my broom, my dustpan, and a little dustpan brush, and then my Walmart bag full of other Walmart bags from this big shopping trip for food. And that's where those are what I'll use for my trash bin in my bathroom, just because it's smaller. So I'll use that, and then I'll use the bigger bags for out here. So here is my living room. We'll start here. I actually am going to turn the light on, because it's a little dark and I'm not walking to my curtains right now. So we'll start here. I have my recliner and my little stand there, TV stand, TV tray, whatever you want to call it. I've got my Roku remote on there because I have a Roku streaming stick 4K on my TV, because it's not a Roku TV, but it was cheap to do it that way instead of just buying a brand new Roku TV. So that's what I did. I have a bag there of towels for my grandmother, so that's just kind of, it looks like there's trash there. It's not actually trash. Over here you have the secondary exit, because you need to have a second exit in the apartment. And funny enough, there's an outside light right outside the door. There's no lights in this apartment aside from the kitchen and the bathroom. All the rest are the ones that I put in from the stands from Walmart. So I have a useless light switch here, because I'm never going to use this exit, because it goes out to the front entrance, and nobody ever uses that, because the parking lot the driveway is right by everybody's like side door, which ends up being everybody's main entrance. But over here I have my other kitchen chair, and then my first YouTube desk, which currently has some CDs on it that I burned some stuff onto, my wireless mouse, and then I also have keep my camera lens from swinging in front of my cover. Words are tough sometimes. But I have my my dad's old iMac computer keyboard, because the iMac doesn't work anymore, and we just kind of junked it, but we still have the keyboard. And I don't use, and this is my laptop, and the reason I don't use the keyboard on my laptop is because when I had to get it fixed, they put the keyboard on wrong, so half the keys don't work, and like as you can see, maybe, is like it's not sticking out like it should. It's like flush with the plastic. Oh boy, which it's not supposed to be. So that's not good. So that's that. That's like my little secondary workstation, living room workstation, whatever. Oh, I have built-in shelves there. There's one of my Echoes. I have another one that I still haven't taken out of the box. But over here, I've got my Xbox One right there. That'll go into the office at some point because I have a capture card now, so I can record my gameplay. But that hasn't made it in there yet, and I'm still not done setting up. But I've got my cable bag, stuff like that. I've got movies, games, massage gun in that black case there at the end, laptop and switch case, Pro controller, Joy-Con controller, some manuals for stuff. I have my one controller right here. It's a Power A wired controller just because it was cheaper than spending $50 on a controller. And I always had this. My Xbox for the last year or so has always been with my computer. Like, it's always been on the same setup. So I haven't really needed a wireless controller. And even still, it's really not bad to have it out here and be wired. It really doesn't bother me. But then I've got a little cheap speaker for the shower. And then up here, my big TV. And I have my Roku streaming stick 4K here in the back. And then I've got my Switch on the end. So that's fun. And then curtains are here with the big windows. These are currently the only windows with curtains, just for reasons. And then over here is where my couch will go, and the light will move. But I haven't got that done yet, because my cousin is getting the couch for me, and he is a business owner, so he's pretty busy. So I have to wait till he can go get it, because he's got it stored a little ways away from the town. Somebody is driving real fast up this road. Anyways, this bench here is one that comes with a kitchen table, but I didn't need a use for it in the kitchen, so I just kind of have it out here for now for when guests come over. I have my Echo Show 5 right there, which will be in the living room, and the Dot, which is the one over on the shelf over there, will be in the office. And then I've got my 360 here because I love the 360, and my all-time favorite game, WWE 2K17, is on the 360. So I had to bring it. And I'm just saying, next gen 2K17, not as good. I never played it, but everything I saw of it did not look as fun. Granted, that was the first of the next gen, though. So there's that. I'm just kind of rambling now, sorry. So in here we have the bedroom. Ignore the couple of pieces of clothing on the floor. Ignore the fact that my bed also doesn't have a bed frame. There's a reason for that, and that's because of this. The ceiling is slanted. Well, this picks up way better than my other camera. The ceiling is like half slanted, or the wall, whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of a bear. Kind of a pain. So, it's kind of hard to walk around it, and I don't really want to walk or roll over my bed, so I just left it on the floor for now. And I know I could save some space by turning it the long way up against the wall. But this is just how I put it for now, and it doesn't really bother me that much, so I'll change it when I feel the need to change it, which will happen, because that does happen to me. And then this over here, actually, also about this little table thing, I made this myself in woodworking in high school. So that's really cool. That's a fun fact about that. But over here, I have a TV, it's a Roku TV, and a little desk on it, or that comes with it. Thing is, a little rickety, but the TV's light, so it really doesn't matter. And then over there, I got my baskets of clothes, because I haven't gotten my bureau in here yet. Corner right there, it's where the drum kit's going to go. And also, fun fact about this little desk is it came with the apartment. It was optional to have the owner get rid of it, but I was like, I'll keep it, I'll use it. And funny enough, it's a little messy out here because I just had some people over between recording certain parts. The shelving here actually came with the place too. And as you can see down here, I have my Switch games over there, Wii games there. I have more at the house, I just haven't brought them over. 360 games, One games, and then a bunch of movies. And also, the best WrestleMania, in my opinion, WrestleMania 2017, which was WrestleMania 33. But moving on from there to the last room in the apartment, which is the one with the worst acoustics, is the office. So more shelving that came with the place. Light over there. I got a big closet here, and then over on this side I have another closet, and this is another one that extends all the way to the wall. Kind of hard to see without a light, but there's that. And then obviously I've got my chair, my PC, all that stuff, my keyboard, which is just in sleep mode, and lights, camera, all that stuff, microphone over here. Oddly enough, with that being a USB mic, which are usually a little less powerful than XLR mics, and with the acoustics as echoey as they are, oddly enough, the microphone picks it up pretty well. So that's good. Thank God for that, because it could be a lot worse. I hope this mic picks it up okay. And then, of course, got my PC down here. If you didn't see the picture I was on Instagram, yes, I did almost fall over. That's why my camera did a little whip. I got the new case, if you didn't see, from several months ago. So that's fun. Got my headphone hook over here. I thought I just stopped my recording accidentally. I used to have my PC and headphones on the other side. It made more sense to do it this side with this setup, which is perfect that I have a whole room for it, because being in my bedroom, it didn't make sense to be on this side, which sucks because my headphone cable is too short. So when it was on the other side, it was really tough. I had very little movement space, and now I have a decent amount. And I don't have Bluetooth with this computer yet. I'm considering getting one of the USB Bluetooth things, because it's not built in. It's not with my motherboard. So it would be nice to be able to wear AirPods or my other wireless earbuds, and not just my headphones all the time, which would give me a bit more range of movement. But I mean, it's really no big deal. But yeah, that's the apartment. 2 bedrooms. I can't complain about it. Which becomes a bedroom and an office, or office, which is more like it's office because it's a studio. That will become an office at some point. I'm building up to it, but I'm super happy with this. It's something I've been trying to do for over a year, and I'm really glad that I got it. And it's pretty cheap. I'm only paying a couple $100 a month. It's a lot cheaper than it should be. But my parents used to rent from the same landlord, and and my coworker lives downstairs. As I had mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned it, 'cause like I said, I re-recorded this a couple of times. But yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm really glad I got to do this. I'm glad I got to, kind of give you a tour and show you around, because the place, especially for the location and the price and everything, it is really, really nice. And I definitely got away really good with this deal. So with that being said, I think that brings us to the end. I have some more stuff to do, then I gotta take off for a little bit, and I'll come back. I got a couple of videos to edit. As I'm recording this, I have 3 or 4 videos recorded that by the time this goes up, those videos will be uploaded, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I do that when I get home, depending on what time I end up getting back. I have the 2nd episode of the podcast to edit as of right now, which as of right now has yet to go up, but should be up well before the time that this goes up. We'll see how that ends up going, and just, you never know. But if it's not up yet, go check it out, or be on the lookout for it. If it is up, go check that out. Go subscribe over there and all that stuff. Yeah, look out for some more pretty interesting content. I've got some trips planned that are coming up very, very soon. I have some vlogs coming up very, very soon for those trips. I have some vlogs coming up that are taking place here in this apartment with a friend or two, and some that are taking place over at their place. We're doing some challenges, some stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be a really good year for the channel, and I'm feeling more confident than I ever have. I'm happier than I've ever been, and really that's all you can ask for. So that being said, at some point in the next week or so, I will do a video that will be me just sitting here at my desk talking to my webcam about why I moved, benefits to moving. I'll go in a bit more detail about the apartment. It's going to be a very much of a sit-down video. Put it on in the background while you're making dinner or something like that. And I just haven't gotten to that point quite yet where I've gotten that done, because I wanted to get this recorded first. Because I wanted to, even if things are all edited or are all recorded before any of it's edited, I want everything recorded in sequential order. So that's why I'm doing this first. But next, should be the video where I'm sitting down talking about this for a little bit. Hopefully another episode of the podcast will come out soon after the one that's coming out soon or has already come out by the time it goes up. And I don't know. Like I said, I just think it's going to be a good year for the channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Smack that notification bell and the subscribe button harder than Will Smith smacked Chris Rock last night at the Oscars. Gives you a date of when I recorded this. I know it's a stupid joke and a billion people are going to say that, but I don't care. I think it's funny, and I want to mention that I saw it. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.